Do I need to sand and finish my engineered timber? That is a major question that's asked to us all the time. So when you're doing an engineered timber, the answer is yes, and the answer is no. So there's a thing called a raw board. If someone was to manufacture a raw board, it's the multi-layer construction where it's the hardened timber on top, it's the core component, clicks together with a tongue and groove system or a 5G click. Then when it gets installed on the flooring, if it's raw, it's the actual timber that has nothing to it. So essentially someone could decide, for example, if they had a black butt and they wanted to make it much, much lighter, which you never would do that, is because you want the authentic look of an Aussie black butt or a spotted gum for the timber, for what it actually is. But hypothetically, if you wanted to stain that, you'd have to stain it, essentially sand it, stain it, and seal it. That can literally add hundreds of dollars a square meter to it. So never go for a raw board. You just wouldn't do it. Okay, because essentially you're double handling the process. What the gold standard is essentially a Australian grown timber that gets manufactured in Malaysia with a heavier core, which essentially is a plantation timber that marries up climatically to the Australian market. As it goes through the manufacturing process, a matte, smooth finish that's all pre-done. So that matte smooth finish with all the urethane, with all the lacquer into it, that comes out hardened, it comes out true. As it comes out of the box, you lay it straight down, it is done. It is complete. It's ready to walk on. It's ready to live with. That particular process, when you go for a matte, smooth finish, that is a modern take on it. Not that high gloss nonsense that you can see every little speck of dust. And that's an old way of doing things. It has its place, don't get me wrong. And it is beautiful in certain circumstances. But having a matte, smooth finish, and why we want smooth, it's much easier to keep clean. Because some of the boards, they go for a rougher cut. And it feels rustic and it looks good, but it fills up with dirt. It becomes impossible to maintain. So that particular finish there, that pre-finished nature, that as it comes out of the box, it lays down on your flooring, it's absolutely perfect to live with straight away. Always go for a pre-finished board, and then you don't need to do any sanding.